More state test scores are in for Texas' youngest students this time, specifically grades 3 through 8. So we're going to be going over some of these results with Mary Lynn Prunetta. She's the Policy and Workforce Education Director at Texas 2036. Mary Lynn, thank you so much for being here. Our audience might actually recognize you and remember you. We just had Mary Lynn on last week to talk about high school improvements and scores. So thanks for joining us yet again.
Thank you for having me again.
Okay, so let's get into this. What were your big takeaways from this latest round of results?
So last week we saw an amazing improvement in our high school performance statewide. This week we saw some really encouraging signs with reading and language arts. We continue to have a significant improvement over where we were even prior to the pandemic. But however, on math, we still have a long way to go for some of our youngest learners. We're still about 5 points away from where we were prior to the pandemic. But across both math and reading, the highest amount that we have on grade level is still only 55%. So if you think about two students in public school that you know, that means the odds are that one of them is not ready for the next grade. So we have a lot of work to do.
Mm. You mentioned some of the gains we're seeing. What is driving some of that gain? What's prompting some of these improvements?
Well, since 2019, it's not often talked about, but Texas has actually been on this incredible journey towards strengthening our public school system. In 2019, we started to pass a series of education improvements and a lot of more funding for our public schools. And I think a lot of the results that we're seeing, be it in high school or reading language arts, we can really attribute to some of those reforms. And then, of course, wouldn't be doing my job very well if I also didn't point out that the teachers, the principals that are currently in our public schools also deserve all of the credit for this as well.
Mm. Okay, you mentioned math proving harder to see those gains in. Why is math such a sticky point for some of these students?
Well, if you think about it, math you learn very differently than you learn how to read. And so with math, concepts build on each other, but you might learn one concept a few months before the next time that you use it. And suddenly, you miss the unit on fractions for whatever reason. And then come to find out a few months later, now you need to multiply or divide fractions. But if you didn't understand fractions in the beginning, you're going to be pretty confused. And so when it comes to remediating some of those math deficits, particularly if they happened during the pandemic, it's just taking us a long time to figure out what those deficits are because they vary student by student, and then go through and support students on really a unique basis across the state.
So recap for folks if they missed our conversation last week, talking about the high school grade levels. How did these results compare? What should people know about how these two different age groups have been able to recover post-pandemic?
So in high school, we saw an improvement in the five subjects that are tested. So twice in English, math, science, and history. And generally, we saw between 2 to 9 percentage points of improvement across all of those subjects. However, in reading, we saw just statewide, I think about 1 percentage point of improvement over the prior year. And then in math, while we're continuing to improve, we're still not where we were in 2019. So to keep it simple, high schoolers doing a lot better, but our elementary and our middle schoolers, we have a lot of work to do.
Texas 2036, of course, looks a lot towards the future, but you guys talk a lot about policy. So what changes or policy tweaks or even investments do you think that the state could make that might make a big difference the next time around when we're looking at these scores?
Absolutely. So I think two things. So in terms of policies that we can implement, I think focusing on math, whether it's in increasing the number of math coaches that we have that are going out to our schools and helping them fix whatever might be broken in their math instruction, or having teachers upskill in math. A lot of the times you go to school and you learn how to be an elementary teacher and you learn a lot about the science of reading, let's say, but the science of mathematics and really good math pedagogy is just kind of a secondary issue. So going back and supporting those teachers as we learn more about the science of math, I think would be a great tool for the legislature to use. But the second thing that I think is so important in improving student outcomes, and something that we saw in states like Mississippi that have had an incredible academic turnaround, is just this concept of rigor and just of asking more of our public schools and of people coming alongside of those public schools and not taking failure as an option and not allowing there to be, 50% of our kids who are not on grade level sustained year after year. And really, I think that culture change is almost just as important as the policy change.
Lots to watch for. Mary Lynn with Texas 2036, thank you so much for joining us and for giving us a little bit of insight behind the numbers that got dropped today.
Thank you. Have a good one.
We appreciate it.